What is going on, and welcome back to another episode of the S10. The last video, it definitely looks a little bit different than what it did. We get the motor out, we got my toolbox and stuff moved, but since then I have cleaned the frame up, painted it, cleaned the firewall, discovered that this frame horn was bent. Well, not really a frame horn. The frame horn was good. The bumper bracket was bent, so we got a pulled power, straightened it out, so it's good to go. We got the 5.3 ready to go back in, but we'll get to that in a minute. Mind the mess on the floor. The bed's off of it. As you can see, the bed is sitting right there. Oh, excuse me. Bed's off. It's got a fuel pump sending unit. This is a fuel sending unit out of a 93 S10. Don't worry, it does have a fuel sock on it. But we went to this style because of these fittings. I had these fittings on the OBS, and I contemplated running full AN lines. As you can see, that is now how we're going to do it. I've got a AEM fuel pressure regulator ordered, so that'll mount to the firewall. So we're just going to run AN lines all the way up to it. And I've got the fittings to adapt straight to the stock LS truck intake. So I'm just waiting on some AN lines to get in for that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna at some point work on cleaning the frame up. As you can see, I got the spare tire carrier off of it. Get that all sorted. We're gonna clean the frame, get it painted. Probably clean the back of the cab up. You know, all that stuff. But the big part. This here 5.3. So as you can see, it's complete again, and it is a different color. It is now what color is it? It's a Chrysler color. Oh, there it is. Pretty sure it's called Inferno Red. Not sure where the paint lid's at. But we got it all painted. I think it turned out very, very nice. I really like it. But here's the big thing. Woo. It's got a Texas Speed Stage 2 cam in it. I went ahead and bit the bullet. I ordered one. So we got that taken care of. That's in. It does have the LS6 Beehive springs in it now. As you can see, none of the rockers are tight. It's not ready to go back in the truck yet. That is actually what I'm going to work on today. I've got one motor mount bolted in. But I need to get these fuel lines out. And since we're not running those fuel lines, I'm just gonna rip them all the way out of the whole truck, because it's in there with it runs through the frame. So I'm gonna work on getting those out, getting the other motor mount bolted in, because I'd like to have the 5.3 sitting in there this evening. It's our last warm day here in central Kentucky. It's gonna be about 73 degrees, and then tomorrow it's gonna be a high of like 40. So, a good time. Stick around. Oh, it wasn't too bad. You got some gas in my armpit, you know, about how it normally goes. But the fuel line's out. We needed this to be able to get to these 3 bolt holes. As you can see, I did drill 2 holes on this side so I could get a wrench in there to get that motor mount bolted in. There's the fuel lines. They were in surprisingly good shape. I probably could have used them, but for just simplicity of things, you're gonna run 2 AN fuel lines. Gonna be -6 all the way up from the tank to the regulator into the intake, and then back to the tank and just be done. I don't know. Some of the gas coming out of this line was like pinkish. I don't know if it was like varnish fuel or if it was some kind of additive the previous owner put in there when it started running bad. Not sure. I did have the gas tank open. The gas tank was clean. You know, for being an 88, I don't know if this gas tank's ever been replaced, but inside of it looked good. Gas looked good. Smelled good. So next time we're gonna get this motor mount in. Then we're gonna get the motor mounts on the 5.3. We're gonna try to get this set in here in the next few. That's what I'm hoping on anyway. I'm excited to see what it's gonna look like. I'm excited to see if that muscle car oil pan fits like it says it's supposed to. So let's find out. And with that, it's time to get this thing back on the ground and see what that 5.3 looks like sitting in there. Got the motor mounts in, all tightened up. With the motor mounts on the 5.3, they're still loose. They're sliders, so they're able to slide the motor back and forth, see which way you need it. We don't have a transmission to put in here yet, so we're going to leave those loose for now. But I'm really curious to see how it fits, see how this oil pan fits, and see how the headers fit. So I'm going to get the engine in and get the headers mocked up and stuff, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, time for the fan noise. Still pretty warm. This motor dangling here. Looks like everything's gonna line up, clear. Cross member's gonna clear. The oil pan's gonna clear the cross member of it. But we're gonna lower it down, try to get it in its home. Figured I'd let y'all see in real time how easy and or hard it could be, because this is my first time too. Get one side lined up and we'll so we got her twisted. Got our bolt ready. They're ready to go. Now these are on sliders. got the front, both sides. Now we'll set her down a little bit. Where's my mallet? That one's through. That one's through. Get her nut and washers on the back. And they're going to come out, but we don't want to take no chances. Now I'm liable to have to get a ratchet strap and go underneath the back of this oil pan. But we will. Let's see. Actually, I think I want to slide it forward some. It's up. Wrench on that one. Come forward. There we go. I think that's about as forward as she's gonna get, so. Run these down, and she's installed. I mean, have had easier, but that was not bad. That muscle car oil pan though, that clears that cross member. With it all the way forward, it barely touches. Let me get you in there, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this has the muscle car oil pan on it. As you can see, right there, it barely touches. But this isn't going to be its final resting place. Once we get the transmission in there, it'll we'll end up having to scoot it back some, because the transmission really sets with the cross member and stuff. That's why these are designed the way they are. They're sliders, so you can slide the engine forward and back to get it where it needs to go. But I'm happy. It's been a long time coming. That motor is sitting in that truck, and it makes me really excited because that motor takes up just as much room as a little 4-cylinder with 3, 4, 5 times the amount of horsepower. So get this tightened down, but that's going to be it for this video. That's really all I wanted to accomplish. Like I said, I'm still waiting for some parts to come in, some more A in line, the fuel pressure regulator, and once that stuff's in, we can get it all plumbed and wired. Still need to take the transmission to the transmission shop, have it converted from a 4-wheel drive to a 2-wheel drive, which on the 4L60s you take the tail housing out, pull everything out, put a new outer shaft or inner shaft and a new tail housing in, good to go. But guys, that looks absolutely amazing. I really like the color. You can see it, that old pan down there looks good. Now I'm going to be painting the valve covers the same color as the engine. Those aren't done yet, but yeah, I'm stoked. So I know this video is probably all over the place, but if you stuck around, thanks for watching, and see you next time.